Match reaction, Southampton 0, Manchester United 3. Your reaction to that game?
3-0, I'm happy. I just look at that first half and I think to myself, could have been a different score, to be honest with you. Could have been a different score. I thought United, for the first 20 minutes, were lethargic. They weren't up for it. They were playing too defensive. Gave Southampton space, gave Southampton time to play football. And they were playing football and coming through United. They were coming down the wings. Listen, Delo there, he had a hard time. And I've got to be perfectly honest with you here. If it wasn't for Onana's save, I think we could have been in trouble because they were struggling to get the game, the pattern, the tackling, the work together. Everything just didn't seem to be there from United. Time and time again, we start games slowly. But what I was watching was a pattern where it was like, it wasn't going to change. It wasn't going to change at all. And the Onana save, and I've got to hold my hands up here and say, that changed everything. United's attitude from that moment onwards was, here we go, we've got to do something. And they went out there and then just finished Southampton off, who, unfortunately, I've got to say this, were a they turned out to be a poor side. That's 4 losses in a row for Southampton, and there's only one place for them to go. I didn't think they were strong in the attack. I thought they played down the lines. I thought they played through well. But down the lines they came in. But really, they were goal shy. And I really got to say it again. I'm so happy for Onana. And for the Onana saving that, I've got to give him the man of the match because that changed the game.
3 different scorers on the score sheet for United tonight, but let's start with Marcus Rashford. Think of his performance today.
I thought Marcus Rashford played well today, getting that goal in. I thought it was a very good goal. Ligt there, shielded it. So that didn't help the goalkeeper, so that was good football. But Marcus Rashford did a decent performance today, like what I've seen today. Going forward, he has to keep that up now. So hopefully getting the goal, having a decent performance will improve. That's what we want, an improved Marcus Rashford. That's what we've all been asking for. We've seen it today. So good luck, and let's keep an eye on Marcus. And let's wish him the best, really, because we want everyone in a United shirt to be playing well. We don't want to keep criticising him and all that. But Marcus Rashford hasn't done himself any favours over the last few months and that. But today, let's hope he's put it behind him.
Yeah, talking about Rashford and what you expect from him going forward, you're looking on the wide areas, Rashford himself, Garnacho and Ahmad, when they get given the chance, like they want to take it now. So, food for thought for Eric Ten Hag, a bit of a headache in his selections.
Well, you want players not just like going out there thinking that they've got a right to play. You want people to come from behind and challenge. And Garnacho and Ahmad are the both young kids what have come in and challenged. Garnacho is unlucky not to be starting on the left in Rashford's place. I don't think he's happy about that. I think he's done well and should be starting. But I think Ahmad, when you keep seeing Ahmad, he's improving all the time. He's so dangerous. But I looked at him today. I think he's quicker. He seems to have improved quicker. And the way he goes in the box. And what you want is someone to go in. I think he has completely destroyed Anthony of any chance whatsoever of starting a game, an important game. Anthony might start on Tuesday. But I think Ahmad's performances, and he's saying to the manager, look what I'm doing. I can do it. I'm the best right winger at this club. And at the moment, that's what he looks like. And Anthony looks a distance away from taking that spot from Ahmad. But Garnacho is fighting for it and he won't be happy. And I did say when Garnacho come on, he wants a goal. He's desperate to get that goal. He wants to show the manager, because he wants to be on the pitch from the start. That's Garnacho. You see the enthusiasm. But it's good that you see Garnacho and Ahmad on there with the enthusiasm. They want to get in the box. We've not seen that from the players for a long time. But these two, I tell you, they look really good. And the challenge is coming. And there's some players there what are just looking and thinking, these kids are just tearing us apart.
Ligt was getting pelters by even his own manager whilst on international duty. I thought he was a monster today. Definitely suited to the Premier League.
Yeah, he looked really well today. He looked solid. He looked composed. And you would have thought with the abuse he took from the international duty, what he had a bad game in that. it didn't faze him at all. He was composed. He knew what he was doing. And in that first 20 minutes of that first half, there was one tackle there. What an awareness he had around him. There was a player behind him, and there was a cross ball, what was going to him, and an easy touching, I thought. But Ligt knew he was there, and he recovered well and smashed it away. I thought Ligt's performance today, with the criticism and the abuse, and the expected abuse, what was going to come if United had a poor result today, I thought he was composed, looking good going forward. And I think a lot of United fans out there who have criticised him, I think they're going to get a little bit of a shock. I think he works along with Martinez there. It's like, where's Martinez? I didn't really see much of Martinez because they knew where they were positioning themselves, and that's good. When you get two players working together like that and you don't see the other player, that's good teamwork, that.
Yeah, Xerxes, I was a little bit disappointed not to see him on the score sheet today. I was kind of willing him on because some of the build-up play that he was doing today, I thought was exceptional.
I thought Xerxes was all over the place. I thought he was coming too far back early on in that first half. What should have been up there, I thought he's running around. I think after the first 20 minutes, you can sort of dismiss what anyone was really doing. There was nothing outstanding. But Xerxes then came into it. He's running around. His link-up play, wanting the ball, laying it off, retrieving it, and going forward in the penalty area. I thought he was unlucky not to get on the score sheet. I felt sorry for him in that way. But what an excellent performance. You can see what's building up with Xerxes. His link-up play and the way he's getting along with other players there. They're looking for him and he's looking for them, and that's what you want from a centre-forward. But his outstanding stamina running around, I thought was excellent. I thought, I look at him and think, the future's bright for this kid as well. The future's bright for that forward line.
Eriksen, a lot of chat before the game, even between ourselves, scratching our heads thinking, why is Eriksen in today? But what did you think of his performance overall?
I thought he grew into the game. Early doors, bit shaky, understandable. I was shocked that he was picked, to be honest with you. I thought he would have gone in the summer. But he's a squad player. That's what he is. And we've got to use the squad. Clearly, Casemiro, after the Liverpool debacle, his head was shot. So Eriksen was on. I thought Ugarte might have started, but he brought Eriksen on. And Eriksen develops into the game, and you've seen the touches, and he's good with his touches. It always has been. Yes, his age is catching up, his legs are catching up, but for a squad player, that's what he is. You can't expect the old Eriksen. But what you've seen today was the brains, the football inside of Eriksen, and he distributed it well. He got himself in some good positions and his link-up play. So he will have plenty of game time this year for Manchester United. So I thought he played well.
So the likes of Mazraoui, Martinez, Ligt himself, they come off like with injuries as well. They looked uncomfortable as they come off as substitutes. So let's hope going into that game next week they're available.
Yeah, well, we've got the game next week, Crystal Palace. I think to me, they look like niggles, and let's hope they are. So anyone out there what knows anything, just let us know. But listen, I look at these injuries and that. I just hope they don't develop as a problem. So they'll miss the Tuesday game, but I don't think they're that serious looking at them. But I've got to go back to one thing before we go. What an horrendous tackle on Garnacho.
70s tackle.
It is a 70s tackle. I didn't really see it at first. I thought, oh, it's not too bad. And then when you've seen the slow motion, it was waist height what ended up going down to his knee. Nowhere near the ball was well gone. And for the player to sort of like dispute, that's the amazing thing about it. He was disputing that it was a foul. A foul. It was an assault, right? And he was sent off. And he was complaining about it as though he hadn't done anything. That was a really, really bad tackle. And I think the FA really, not the FA, the Premier League, someone should be looking at that and going, is this the right punishment for that tackle? That could have finished Garnacho. And fair play to Garnacho, and I see it often. He gets up when he's been fouled and gets on with it. That's what I like to see.
Thanks for your match reaction. Thanks for joining us as well. Support the channel by smashing that like button on the video, and we'll see you again soon. Thank you.